Unexpectedly. What?
Which one?
Oh wait, it popped up something crazy. Hold on.
No, it says live.
Okay, cool.
See, look, you having problems over there, bro.
Man, I don't know what's happening. I think we good. Go
I
live.
don't know where my little thing at.
All right, we're
What are we
live on
doing?
there. Let me see. Let me make sure we live on the book.
You find your ass right now.
I don't see it yet. Oh, yep. There we go.
I see you. Let me see. Oh, yep. Share that mug now.
Yeah, I'm finna share it.
All right. All right, man. I got me a strange drink over here, bro. So don't be.
What's a strange drink?
Cause I got a spoon. I got a spoon and a straw. Cause
What did you put together?
man, I got a Ninja slushy maker now, bro.
Oh yeah, you on now. That's slushy. I want to
Man,
get one of them. They hit for like
man, you got
400
to.
though, don't
You
they?
two. I think it was like 250.
Oh yeah, they hit.
I had to just go ahead and make that bill.
Yeah.
I had to. It's
I,
about to be summertime.
I know. But you gotta get a special syrup for that thing, don't you?
No, you don't, man. I've been
Oh,
putting um all kind of teas
oh,
and
okay.
calypso lemonades and everything. You can put everything in there. You can put
Oh,
alcohol in there. You can make milkshakes and everything.
oh, that's all right. Well, welcome y'all. We got a few people on. We're trying to get these numbers up, man. I need y'all to share it, like it, comment, tell us you missed us because we've been gone the whole month of March so far. Um, so yeah, man, we back. It's only two of us tonight. The other two got stuff going on. But we're gonna have some new guests coming up in the future. What up, Kim? We have a few people coming up in the future. Some more fellas on. Hey, if you know any fellas that got a story or been through some stuff or want to be transparent and talk to us, man, shoot me an inbox, shoot Chris an inbox, comment on my page. Shamisha, we missed you on the cruise. Um, just let us know if y'all have any fellas y'all like to see on the show, and we'll try to get them on. Don't be sending me no crazy dudes either. They gotta have their mind right.
Hey, we gotta get RJ on here.
Yeah, man, get that little angry drummer dude on here.
Hey,
He got
look.
it everything.
Let me tell you. So RJ done lost all his hair up here, right?
Oh, he
All this
did.
is it's all gone, bro. He only got like one little piece right here. And look, last time I seen RJ, he had sides.
Oh
And so I've been
no.
like, it always take a dude to go bald to grow the back of it out. That's
Oh
all he wanted. Like,
no.
you cannot get dreads or braids, bro. You
Nah, he can't. He can't just cut it off and he got a beard. Just rock the beard.
see the thing is, what happens is men they don't go down lower and lower and
Mm.
lower and lower to get people to get used to it.
Yeah.
So now you see him, he gonna look like one of them ski balls, one of them
he
milk
didn't go
duds.
through the process.
He
He didn't
looked
go through the
crazy,
process.
but he got a beard. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he got a
So
beard. That's the saving. It's bad
yeah,
when the fellas don't have no beard. That's
yeah,
that's
but
when it's really bad.
sometimes certain men got them heads, bro. Like
Oh, the
them
messed up heads.
man, them headbutt championship heads.
Right, right.
Like
Them LL Cool J's. Them
man, yeah, yeah, them weird ones. So
yeah,
they need some type of hat on them
yeah, at all
because yeah,
times.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
man. So welcome y'all. We back. We on here. We trying to get these numbers up. But I just had a birthday. I turned 40. I'm officially part of the 40 club.
man, congrats, brother.
I'm a grown man
Congrats.
now. I'm a grown man now. I always say men, we get more mature and distinguished. Women get old. We don't.
Damn.
we, we
They gonna be
do.
on you. They gonna be
We
on you.
do.
They gonna be.
We do. Men get more distinguished. They get more mature, more debonair. Women, they just get old.
What How do you feel from your 30th to your 40th? What's different?
Ah, I feel like can't nobody tell me nothing right now. Like I'm a for real grown man. Like I'm not saying that people can't tell me or teach me nothing, but like I'm grown. Like 40 is like I'm grown. Like ain't no you still young. I don't want to hear that no more. I hate when
Translation,
people say,
y'all.
you
He's an
still
old nigga.
huh?
Say translation, y'all. He's an old nigga.
Yeah, right. There's certain things I can get away with now as an old nigga that you can't get away with in your 20s and 30s. So
Man, things is about to take off for you though, because like certain things are gonna happen to you. You're gonna be like, man, why my hair growing out my ears, or why my eyebrows growing into my eyes? Like
hey, Terry
literally.
told me, he said, your pee gonna slow down. He said, oh
You gonna
no.
pee for a long time now, bro. You gonna be in the bathroom. You gonna go to the bathroom. They gonna come out. You gonna come out. They're gonna be like, "Was you in there duking?" Or
It's gonna
like,
take a
"No,
minute, huh?
yeah."
Take a minute. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
Crazy.
So yeah, man, Sheridan, we only got 3 people on tonight. We're trying to get these numbers up. Y'all share, y'all tag some people. Get us on there. I know we ain't been consistent the past 2 weeks. That's mostly my fault. Again, I went on a cruise for my birthday, was lit. And then the next week, I don't know what I had something going on. But I couldn't get on. So it's my fault, y'all. We're gonna be back here every week. Yeah, man. Shoot, I didn't know what we was gonna talk about today, but I've been thinking like, and I saw like my friend Latrell, Trail. I seen Trail on the cruise, and Trail. We spent almost a whole afternoon looking for this one girl that he wanted to talk to. This one,
and he said, he was like, "Man, I'm looking for this boy."
Yeah, I'm looking for her. Benzi, I'm on a mission. I gotta find her. I find Mimi sleep. I find her, right? And I see her. I call him. I'm like, Trail, get up here. I see her. She's walking. She goes to karaoke. I'm like, keeping my distance, but it's still in eye view. I'm like, man, if you don't get up here, I look like a stalker. Like I'm sitting in eye view.
Oh, you secret 007 now,
huh? Yeah, trying to find her for you and all this stuff. He took forever, but we finally found her. He talked to her, all that stuff, and they exchanged.
But did it go as planned? No.
Huh? I don't know. I got to check in back with him to see how it went afterward. She was very beautiful girl. Seemed like she was sweet. I didn't really talk to her, but she seemed like a sweet girl.
I gotta find her, Benzi. I gotta find her.
Yeah, that was him. For real.
You have his whistle?
Yeah, we had the whistle. We had a whistle. But I was thinking
though go around blowing
about Trail. Seeing Trail, like kind of, still sing up. Like I've pretty much been in back-to-back type relationships for most of my, like from high school on, right? And I was like, dang, why is that? Not saying nothing wrong with my relationship now. I love my wife and all that, but why did I have, like, I was with my baby mama in high school, then first in college with her, and then after I broke up with her, I got with Mia, and then after I broke up with Mia,
you missed one.
I wasn't with Shalon. Shalon was just, we was friends.
Yeah. Okay. So that didn't count. But yeah, then you was with Mia.
Then I was with Mia. After Mia, me and Mia broke up, and then there was a little open period. But I would say I was kind of with Trina. When I say kind of with Trina, right after Mia was, we met, but we wasn't together. I told her I didn't want a relationship, but she was always around me. So, give or take, we was together, but not because I was still doing my thing because I didn't want a relationship.
Right.
But she was still around. But then I went from Trina. After Trina, I came home and I came back here to LA. And then, 3-4 months later, I met my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, let me see.
I left in November.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
09.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You had got that. You had got that. That young ticket.
Yeah.
Leaving out of here.
Right. Boom.
And then I remember. Wait, you said that's 09?
09. Yeah. 09. I left Arizona 09.
Yeah, because I think I came down with Messiah's mama to visit you.
Yeah.
On your first date with
Mimi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that night.
Yeah, I was, and that's what Mimi could never, like, she could never forget me. I was the first one there.
First
I know.
one. That's when she lit it up. We was walking.
I know the pollution that Mimi gives.
Right.
Mimi has been a real. That's what I said. She's been a real one.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that I've been there from the beginning.
Right. Facts from the very beginning. But
Yeah.
what you think about that, man? Because I know you've had. I mean, you've had relationships, but you've had extended period times of being single. What do you think about, you know, that
I
back
think
and
that
forth?
like from my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like you don't like to be alone.
Mm,
It looks like you're a relationship guy.
yeah.
Like
Because
with
even
me,
my moments of singleness, I still wanted a chick to spend the night, still be up at the
yeah.
house, be up under me. You know what I
But the
mean?
thing is, but you all in. When you talk to somebody, you're all in as far as like the
Yeah.
relationship. There's no half stepping. It's just
Right.
like if I'm with you, it's good. Me
Mm-hmm.
is different. Like I'm always like, the internet kind of destroyed us, bro. We weren't supposed to see all these different females.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
at school, like when we were at school, like we can talk to a female and we can talk to that one female because if you talk to somebody else, they were going to find out.
Yeah.
But now we all over the city. You know what I'm saying? We can talk to somebody in Queen Creek
Right.
and be here. But I don't know. I just for me, I always looked at you as a relationship guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even like just beyond that, like
Mm-hmm.
marriage type.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
But at
interesting.
the same time, it's like you needed a female that was gonna complete you.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it like echoing?
No, I hear you. You don't sound like an echo to me.
Okay.
Oh, we got some comments. Okay, Shamar said, Benzi, happy birthday. I have a question. As a black man, what made you register to vote? It's an interesting question. I think I've been registered to vote for years. Like,
Yeah.
it's not. I didn't first register to vote now. I think uh
I
shoot,
always
back in
thought it was a
college.
privilege. I always thought that was like a privilege to say
Yeah,
that you voted.
we was all told to register to vote. As growing up black, like you got to vote. Our ancestors fought for this. You got to
I
vote. You got
think
to vote.
I think that's one of them things where it's kind of like how people say the American dream.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
think that's like one of them things to be like, I'm grown. This is an American dream. I can vote. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But the American dream has been shattered.
Yeah, yeah, and I think voting right now has less of an impact than it's ever had. I mean, I think it's always had very little impact, and we've been bamboozled. But I think, like I said, my mindset now that I'm, in my 40 or late 30s, when I was in my late 30s and voting, was way different than when I was in my 20s or 18 when I first registered to vote. So it's kind of a difficult question to answer, Shmar. But I will say that I think I'm more an advocate of local elections, like your
Yeah.
local elections, your city, state elected officials, and those things like that, versus on a federal level, like voting for president and voting for all those different what they call bills and stuff like that we vote for every 4 years, stuff like that.
Yeah, because on a smaller scale, it's going to affect you in your community a little bit more if you're voting on a smaller scale, like in your community, like the
Mm,
changes that you want to make, the things that are out of our reach.
mm.
When it comes to president, like it's about electoral votes. It's
Yeah,
really not that your vote isn't going to do much, but within your city, I think you need to get to know your elected officials on
yeah,
who's trying to run their
yeah,
past and such. So
absolutely, and stuff they want to do that could impact you, impact your kids, impact. You know what I mean?
like, did you vote this last time?
I did vote. I voted. I voted by mail. I voted by mail.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you think it reached its spot?
Honestly, I don't know. You know, I don't know because I'll put it like this. I hate to say this because it sounds so irresponsible. California, our votes really don't matter. Like we're like the
Hmm.
last state the votes if we come to. Everything's already decided by the time California
But
comes.
Cali a blue state though.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
going to be
Democratic
blue no
state.
matter what. No matter what happens, it's going to be a blue. It's not one of them that someone can turn red. Not in this day and age at all. So
No.
it's really not a big deal. That's why I was just like, I'm gonna fill it out, drop it off. There are a few amendments that I voted for that was for local stuff here in California, like different ways they spend the budget, which California is terrible at spending budget. Our budget is terrible. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that had to do with schools and things like that. So
Yeah. And
those type of things.
David said at 18 I registered to vote and got to vote for the first black president.
Yeah.
So that for me was big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
me
voted
too.
for Barack both times.
What was the first year? Was that
2008?
2008. So before
2008.
him,
That's when Jeezy had My President Is Black.
Yeah,
Like Jeezy had that song. It came out, I believe, like that summer.
Yeah.
That summer, and then he got elected that year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I never seen many black people voting in my life.
We was out there voting, and we voted for the right thing. But the thing is, I think he didn't have the House or the Senate. He had one, but not the other one.
Yeah, he didn't.
And I never thought that presidents had a lot of power until now.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of bullying, power,
because Trump doing whatever he want to do. He just doing anything. Man, but here's the thing, though. There's a political way to do things, which I think Barack followed, Biden followed, traditionally all of our presidents followed. But he's not Trump is not a politician. So his mindset,
he's a businessman.
He's a businessman. So his mindset is business oriented. In business, what do? You bully other businesses to give them what you want. You big, big, what is it? Big bank take little bank. That's what you do in business. So that's kind of what he's doing.
Man, and, I think with adding Elon to the mix, man, things is getting crazy.
Another crazy businessman with big bank, one of the richest men in the world.
Look, I was listening to a pod yesterday, and it said there's no way you can get rid of him. Elon is here to stay because of his money and his power, and also acquiring X Twitter. Was that 200 million people that are behind him?
Yep.
He can't be president because he's not from the United States.
Right.
But his money and power will keep him there next to an elected official.
Absolutely.
So do you think that this was the first presidency that was sold to almost a large corporation? Like did Trump sell America to Elon? Because think about it. Elon is in the Oval Office, the first person in the Oval Office that don't got a suit and tie on.
Yeah, right. On a consistent basis.
Like his son was in there talking about shut your mouth, shut your mouth.
Right.
You're not the president. Like he heard it. He heard it from his daddy.
I think Elon is. I think it's all about money. All I've been hearing, everything that Trump is doing, everything that Elon is doing, all they want to talk about is money. Money being spent, money that should go back to Americans, right? However, in many different ways, whether they're talking about, immigration, whether they're talking about other like Canada, where they're talking about tariffs, and where they're talking about Social Security, everything is about money. So if you want to,
Elon, why is Elon so worried about us and he ain't from here?
I don't know. I just think he's Trump's homeboy. I think he's just Trump's homeboy. Honestly, I don't even know how he got the job other than being Trump's homeboy and a successful businessman himself.
They both over there smoking because they trying to make Canada. They said they told Canada, we'll be good if you just become the 51st state.
Right.
How do you want that big old place?
You saw that he got Canada to cave in and take off their 25% tariffs on electricity.
Oh,
yeah, okay. They caved in. That's why I said it's big bank take little bank. They just like,
man. So, do you ever think we're gonna see a war between Canada and U.S.?
No, we'd abolish them. We depend too much. We depend on each other way too much. We ain't gonna go to war with Canada.
That's sneaky about that electricity.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
How do we get on politics? Oh, but someone asked about voting.
Yeah, that's my cousin. He always asking stupid questions. He always do that. He be like, "What you like, white or black?" Like, and then you'll be sitting there thinking about it.
Oh, snap! Shalon is on. As his child know what's up. I don't know what she was talking about. It's going back to their pockets, right? He don't even go here. I think
his child. So the thing is, it's like everybody that got a child, just like if you see my baby Messiah, she gonna probably tell you what I say.
Yeah,
It's because what I teach her.
Yeah, and what she see, what her influence is.
Yeah. And then look, Eli show up to events with a blue suit on and a blue tie. Like he don't know where he want to be.
No, he
Usually, if he's like the Republicans have the maroon or the red ties on or something like that, and if you're like head of the house or something like that, you have like a red and blue tie on, or all red or maroon.
Yeah.
He showed up in a blue suit and navy blue tie. I'm like, bro, you don't know.
What are you doing?
And I don't know. I don't know if you're an Android or not, bro.
Hey, they breaking all the rules. And you know what? That part of it, I'm okay. I'm not. People get mad at me because people are triggered, right? People are very triggered, and I don't think we should be. I think when you can allow just let's take away your personal feelings about Donald Trump, right? Let's just call him, person A. If you can be so triggered by what the media says about person A, they got you because they can control you. I can make you mad like that. Same thing with racism. We have been it's been ingrained in us. Not saying racism doesn't exist, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is we're so triggered by it that's all you got to do to control us. That's it. That's what they did during COVID. You think police just stopped killing black people? No, but they showed that to us over and over and over and over. It's control.
And you think we had 4 years of Trump and 4 years of nonstop news controversy, right?
Yes.
We get Biden and Kamala. They disappear, bro. You really ain't seen them.
You ain't seen them at all. You ain't heard a lick from Kamala.
Look, the news stations were losing so much money. And right as he started to run again, okay, now the news is the snowball is starting to affect. Now you can't go a day without talking about Trump.
No, not a day.
We had a 4-year break. So for me, I don't too much know what Biden did, but Trump overshadows everything. I may not be for all he's for, but he's on the news every day.
Every day, because either people are over the top love him or people are over top hate him. Either way,
it's a real cult, bro.
One side or the other.
It's a real cult.
Yeah, it is. That MAGA stuff is a lot.
Look, check this out though. So he says there's 2 people stuck in space, right? Along with the other people.
I remember you was talking about that.
Yeah. So there's other people up there too in this space station.
Yeah.
Like this is all crazy to me. So he says, you know what? Elon's gonna go get him. I don't believe that they up there, bro. I thought they look.
I don't know how. I don't remember. I remember when Biden said they were stuck up there. I remember that he didn't want to risk any more lives sending people to get him. I remember they said, but I don't remember how they got. Why did they get stuck?
So they stated that the whatever spaceship or whatever they was in had malfunctioned, and they couldn't get back. So there is I'm gonna keep in quotation space station up there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how they built a space station in space, but it's up there, and there's other people on it. So those people live on that space station for like 6 months at a time. So once their plane or module or spaceship broke down, they're with the other group. Don't say that they're stuck because they're not stuck.
They're not stuck.
But why didn't they go up and get them? Elon had to go up and get them.
Yeah, but remember Biden said that he didn't want to risk no more lives because they questioned Biden about. I remember that they questioned about why haven't you sent anyone to go get them? It's like I don't want to risk any more lives.
Bro, I don't think they in space, bro. I think they're on vacation. They're on vacation. They on
Epstein Island.
Man, they're not in space. Outer space is like outside the moon. Like that's outer space.
Yeah.
They're still in Earth's orbit. Like
they might be still they might be still in Earth's orbit. Yeah.
Or they on vacation. Like the thing is like
or they on vacation.
Look, so they came back today, right? The thing landed in the water and they went to him right away. Don't you think that capsule would be so hot that they couldn't even get to it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that works.
And they peeling them right out of there, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when it transitions into our atmosphere. I don't know how any of that works. I'm not educated on that part yet. So,
hey, let me ask you something. So this goes into something completely different. you're religious, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So do you believe in the firmament?
Yeah, I believe in the
Do you
firmament.
know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
So you believe that we live in a life-size globe
I believe.
because
I don't believe the Earth
the
is flat.
waters
I don't believe.
above and the waters
I'll say
below.
this. I don't believe that you can fall off the end of the Earth. I'll tell you that, because if something's flat, there's an end and there's a beginning, right? My hand's flat, right? Eventually, if I keep going, I'm gonna fall off. I don't believe that there's an end to that. I don't believe
They
you can
say
just
we're
keep going
surrounded by something.
and fall.
That
Well,
we're
what is it
surrounded by
surrounded
something where
by?
we can't go. It's an ice wall, as they say. I don't know, bro.
But I
But
think
think
there's
about
been
it
video.
though. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm saying there's been video of people. I wish I remember where they were. Where they
At
were.
that wall, like
They
the
were.
wall
They were
came
up.
down, the
No, it
ice
wasn't wall.
wall.
They could see. They were above the clouds, but you could see like the circumference of the Earth. It was so clear. The sky was so clear. You could see like the circumference of the Earth, and it was curved. It wasn't flat. It wasn't like
Yeah,
this. You know what I'm saying? It was like
bro. Like
this.
every time you see the Earth in a picture,
Mm-hmm.
you see that it's round, but that's from the lens of the camera that makes it round. Whenever you're on an airplane and you look out there, you don't see a curvature to the
But I'll tell
landscape.
you this: whenever you see another planet, right? Whenever you see another planet, it's always round. When other those planets are close enough for us to see, then those different times where they move and they get close, they're always round. So why would we be the only one that's not?
But is it really round though?
I mean, I'm seeing it with my naked eye. It ain't in the picture.
No, you've never seen a planet like
Yeah, remember
like
what was that? 5 years ago? Was that 5 years ago? Where
look.
you could use your phone and take a picture of it. What was that?
Yeah,
About 5 years ago?
that's
It was
that's
during
the that's
COVID.
that's
It
the
was during COVID.
phone
But you can
depicting
see it with your
whatever.
eye. And then when you take a picture,
No,
everything doesn't
look.
become round. If I take a picture of you, you don't become round just because of the lens of the camera. Unless I Chris, why are you round?
Hey, don't check it though. So here's my thing on this because I'm glad I don't smoke because I would probably go into somebody's corner and hug myself. Um, think about this though. We're the third rock from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Jupiter and Mars are the biggest things next to the sun, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why when we look at those things in Earth, and even though they're further away, why do they look the same size as the stars that are light years away? They should appear bigger
Mm-hmm.
to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like since it's closer to us versus those stars like the North Star is like 253 light years away from us, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why is that the same size as Jupiter and Mars?
I think it's the brightness of the star.
It
Because
it
like
might
there's certain stars or star galaxies, right, that we can see, right?
yeah.
Like we can always. I often see Orion's belt, the three. What's the name? Stars. You can see that. You can see the Big Dipper, especially if you
Right.
go like. Did you go? I don't think you went with us to Havasu. I looked at Lake Havasu. You could see all the like stars. It was so bright and clear, right? But
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
you couldn't see no planets, even though the stars are further away because they're bright. They're just brighter. Like we
See
can't
when
see
I
the shape of these stars. We just see
no,
the
we
light.
can't. But you can see like so they say like the firmament, like the
Mhm,
waters below and the waters above, right?
mhm,
When you look like say if you drop a flashlight in the water, you can see it on, but you can kind of see it like moving and twinkling like the stars do.
mhm,
And
mhm,
it's just like I hate the fact that we have this science that's out there or people that are feeding us information about the presidency, the election, what's going on in the world as
mhm,
far as astronauts in space. Like,
mhm.
why are they trying to leave Earth, bro?
You know what? I'll
What
put it to you
where they
like
going?
this. I put it to you like this. This is why people trying to leave Earth. It's just like what do you call it? When the Europeans came to United States, right? We always want more. We always want to take over something that we already had. Why did the Europeans need to come here? They didn't need to come here. They had a whole continent over there. Why did they need to come here? It's
They
people
want
are always trying to get more. It's sad because we just greedy. No one's like going to go away and we have to live in another planet or something like that. You know, they're
But
always
who
trying
wants
to
more though? Who wants more?
elites.
The, the Caucasus Mountains.
The
That's who
elites.
wants more.
Yeah.
They want more, bro. Like, think about it.
Mhm.
Black people have always been everywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
always.
let me ask you a question.
Mm.
As far as in any museum or any type of history, you've seen Viking boats. They talked about Noah's Ark being found.
Mm-hmm.
You see all these different type of boats. When was the last time you ever saw a slave boat? Never. It's only
Never.
pictures.
Only pictures.
It
That's
you
why, and
there's
they said they lied to us. They said
there's
they lied to us and that we were already here. That not
yeah
many of
yeah
us actually came over on slave boats.
we had to be here, bro. The depiction of them and the amount of slaves and crossing a boat with no technology
Yeah.
crossing the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, the current will automatically take you to South America,
Mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm.
everybody on that boat will be dead.
Yeah.
There ain't no way that you can bring that amount of slaves on here.
Piled
South
up too.
America is
Like they showed them. Remember
it's
they were
the
showing like piled up.
yeah.
Think about how long that would
South
take.
America is the largest population of black people outside of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand that boat floating there, but then to just to filter the islands
Mm.
all the way up into like Virginia, it doesn't even make sense.
Now let me
It
ask you
really
this.
doesn't.
I'm gonna throw this in there. How now with all that being said, we talked about the earth, we talked about the shape of the earth, we talked about the president. How do you think that shapes our minds when we hear information from the media, from school, from what we've been taught? I mean, because I love that you asked those questions. Right? I may not agree with everything that you said, but I love those type of conversations. And that's why a lot of times when I post on Facebook, people get mad at me because I question the opposite of what I'm told, right? I'm always questioning the opposite of what they want us to believe. We have to start asking those questions because if not, it
Yeah.
shifts our mind to just believe everything. Then we just believe
Yeah.
everything we're told.
I'll tell you this. Education is the only thing that does not evolve.
Mm,
Education is like it's like this vault of information that only people can know. Like just
yeah.
everybody should know the same amount. Think about it. Cars have evolved. Technology has evolved.
Mhm.
Our phones. Look at our phones. They've evolved from like 99 all the way to now. It's total opposites.
Total opposite.
Everything is evolved. Your mom learned well. Your mom and your dad learned the same thing that I learned in school that my baby is learning right now. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't ask the questions, if you don't look outside the box to question and press like, hey, I want to learn about this,
Mm-hmm.
you're never going to be smarter than what you should be.
Facts. Facts. And I think one of the concerns I have, especially for Black people, right, is that we
Mm.
don't ask those questions. And we are criticized if we think differently than everyone else. For example, this whole Target, Walmart strike thing, I think was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was freaking ridiculous. Like, come on now. Like you guys are mad over DEI, which didn't benefit us the way it should have benefited us. But you guys are gonna boycott Target, but we
I'm gonna tell
can't
you,
come together. We can't put our money together and support each other. But you want to
I
boycott
was
a
I
huge
was in both
corporation.
still. I
Yeah,
was
me
still in
too.
both.
Me
Like
too.
half the shit that's on my counter that's new came
Yeah,
from
like
one of them. I'm
come on. I was
like,
going. Walmart is right around the corner. I'm there. I'm there.
what's gonna like? How you just gonna stop cold turkey? Where you gonna get it
Right.
from? China?
For a
Like,
day, for a weekend. And then they put out these fake news stories. Oh, they lost X amount of $1 billion. That was not true. It was not true. They didn't lose that billions of dollars. I don't even know if they lost any money.
you know, news, boy, it'll scare you and it'll make you do some weird things.
Yeah.
And that's why, like when I say a cult, there are leaders and there's followers out here, and we
Mhm.
have a lot of followers.
A lot.
And I can tell you, the old people are more of the followers too because they're scared.
Yeah, they're scared.
I talk to my mom about certain things, and I call her say hello, but all
Mm.
she talks about is Trump and what's going on and stuff like that. And I know because my mom, she loved the news,
Yeah.
but it's a scare tactic.
It's a scare, absolutely scare tactic and control, and they've been taught, right? Because it's a different generation. Our parents are a different generation.
Right.
That what facts come from the news. That's how you find out your facts is from the news.
Yeah.
And because they've been taught that, they believe everything, and they're easily manipulated. But it's taken our generation to ask questions, to look for other sources, to do our own research, to be like, oh, y'all are manipulating the news, and you guys aren't
So
focusing.
so people don't watch TV anymore. Really, it's really coming from your phones.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't have cable, but all I got to do is flick on my like whatever we talk about on our phones, it's gonna pop up anyways, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
gonna the algorithm is always gonna pop up. So whatever we're talking about now will probably pop up.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah. Absolutely. We finna see Trump.
um
We finna see Elon. We finna see space stations.
yeah, I already see it all. But you
Yeah.
know what? My cousin brought up a question earlier. He said, did you register to vote? I got a better question. When you got your license, did you say that you wanted to donate all your organs? And
Dang, I don't remember.
that's a
I don't
big
think so.
one,
No,
bro.
because my license don't say organ donor. I think it says it on there. Let me see.
It, let me see if mine say it
Nope, mine don't say organ donor. It don't. It's not on there.
because it's like you remember how they talk about, you know, how our organs are more richer than other races and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I need to go get me some glass. I need to go get me some new glasses.
Uh oh.
That's what happens when you turn 40, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, no, mine doesn't say it on there, but I know it's a question that they
Yeah,
ask,
they do.
and I know that when somebody need an organ, somebody disappeared. So all them things that happen in them islands, all them hurricanes, and people disappear, and you ain't found them.
Bruh, I seen this on the news or Instagram on the news. Let me tell
Yeah.
you, this tripped me out. If you commit a crime, right?
Hmm.
Like a serious crime, like murder or something like that, where you could go to jail for life, you have the option to serve your sentence in jail,
Hmm.
or they hook you up to some AI machine and it send brain waves through your brain,
I seen
and
that.
they rehabilitate you to where you never do that again, and you feel the pain of the family members that you hurt, or the victim of your crime. You feel the pain of their family members of their crime, and basically you go through that for like 10 days, and then you come out, and then that's
And
it.
when you
You're back.
come out, you think it's
You think
been
it's
a
been
long time,
right, but it hasn't. It's only been
but
like
it's
10
only been
days.
like a week or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro.
Bro, I don't know about that either. But
I No, you're not gonna
I gotta
shock.
say this.
You're
If
not gonna
I
shock me into to being 90.
but it's like you take your chances at being in jail for the rest of your life, or what if you live in a state that does lethal injection, or something like that.
So basically, they want to make you Crazy K from Tales from the Hood.
Straight up.
When
Straight up.
they shock you in your drawers.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. No, nigga. Um, Now, regardless, in your mind, you think you're there that long.
Hmm.
So it's either I think I would go for damn that shock therapy is crazy, bro.
Crazy. It's like you don't, because then you still got your life to live. You still got a life, even though your brain is all messed up.
But are you going to be the same person though?
No, they said you're well, I mean, of course they didn't say you're gonna be a different person, but they said that you're gonna feel the effects of as if you lost the person. As if
Oh,
the
like the
person that got
remorse and
killed was,
everything.
yeah, yeah. And so
Well, then you can go
my
out and
thing
go
is,
crazy. Then
huh?
you can get out and go crazy.
Yeah, I think that would be my fear too. Getting out and then you just crazy.
I mean, to speed everything up, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I like that portion of it, but I just don't know if you're gonna be the same person. Like,
Yeah.
do you know that there is a such thing as like a teleportation device?
Oh, I'm sure.
But the thing is, you're made of particles.
Hmm.
You die because your particles are being transported to another place,
Hmm.
and you come back as a different person. They've been testing it on animals and
I
mice and
believe
stuff
that.
like that. Like whatever we see in movies,
They've already
gives
done
us it gives us an end to what's coming or what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. They're way ahead of the technology we see now. They just don't.
Yeah.
They don't show that to us. It was funny. I was going. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit of a troll, but when Trump won, I bought me some shirts. You
Which
want to
one?
see
Them
my
Simpson
shirt?
shirts?
Nah,
Yeah, I want
hold
to see
on.
the shirt.
Huh?
I want to see the shirt.
Where's my shirt? Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, you know where it is.
You see it?
I'm batting 45, 47.
Yeah, Trump. He's number 45 and number 47.
You bought wait. You voted for Trump, huh?
I did vote for Trump.
Damn, Benzi. So let me ask you. Let me ask you because I kind of understand the first term. The first term is just Trump is a businessman, and Trump is going to do anything that's going to better his businesses. So he was out for businesses and to make things better in that light. He may have done some stuff like said some things wrong, which he always does, but he means good for his businesses. Now, we then go into that portion of that 4 years where we didn't see anything happening. We didn't see any like strong arming and bullying. We didn't see none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, within this last 2 months, you've seen something that you probably never thought was gonna start to happen.
Yeah.
Did you change like your feeling about him, or is your feeling still the same?
I was happy to see a president with some balls. Like the way he talked to dude from Ukraine, and they're like, you don't want to talk about peace? Don't come here talking about money and you don't want to talk about peace? Then get out. Like if you're not talking about stop fighting Israel, get out. That's pretty much what he told him. Come back when you're ready to talk. You know what I mean? It's like, so you know how they say Obama's our first black. But then before that, they was like Clinton. Clinton was the first black president. Trump, the first real nigga in the he a nigga. He a nigga. What you mean?
Trump will at least tell you what's on his mind, whether he's a racist or not. Yeah. He will. It's just I'm looking at the future for my kids and their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think it's presidential to be talked like? No president has never talked like no president, unless outside the United States. Yes, you've seen dictators talk like that to other presidents. You ain't never seen a president in the United States talk like this, act like this, go against the Constitution, and just like, dog, you usually see like things go through the House and the Senate. You ain't seen the House or the Senate vote on nothing. Trump has just been like, boom, boom, boom,
and
boom,
the only
boom.
thing that the thing that he has to wait on is he's encouraging them to get rid of the federal income tax. He has to go through them on that.
But you can't.
No, he can't.
The tariffs. So he's talking about tariffs. I don't think he knows how tariffs work. Okay, you put a 25% tariff on someone. We here in the U.S. have to buy that. Okay, that product. This is what we have to buy. This is the product we buy. We have to pay 25% more. So that means that in order to pay 25% more, this product has to go up.
Yeah.
He's talking about inflation going down now, and the prices of food and everything will start to go up. People will continue.
That's the thing. Here's my approach to it, right? I'm not a complete fan of everything that he's doing, but even with Biden, I always have the mindset, let's wait and see. I'm always in the mindset of wait and see how it all works out. When Biden got in, he had this promise he's going to get rid of student loans, because he started, it was like the end of COVID when he got in there, get rid of student loans. That never worked out for him. There's all these things he wanted to do. It just didn't work out. Inflation was bad. The economy wasn't booming the way it should have been. But I want to give him a fair shot. So I'm not the person that gets mad at a president. I mean, it's been three months. What is it? March? He's been in there. for 2-3 months.
Dog, it's been 2 months, bro.
For
Like
2 months. We have no idea in a year and a half from now how this stuff is going to. We have no clue what is going to happen. So my
so
mindset
let me ask you
is
this though.
sitting back and waiting to see.
So all the things that he's throwing tariffs on, do you think in a year and a half the US can develop businesses and all that stuff here to shut all that down? Because the main reason for tariffs was to pay for the government.
Mhm.
When tariffs were around a long time ago, the government wasn't this big.
No, and it
They
didn't
they
require
didn't
that
have
much
to.
money.
Facts.
Mhm.
Those tariffs, they won't even pay for the government. They can't even pay for the military, bro. Like, you
Yeah,
know how
look
much
at
money we're
what Josh
spending?
said. That is the goal. Like kind of what we were just saying. The tariffs are supposed to then be the incentive to bring manufacturing back home, like back in
How
America.
long is that going to take, though?
That's the thing. We don't know. And I think we should bring, because we got to bring the deficit down. We should bring manufacturing back to the United States. If you do that, we create more jobs. The economy starts booming. You create new industries for people. The price of homes
People
go down. But
people over here aren't educated enough to do the things that we need here.
Mhm,
Education in China and all those other places are held to a standard. In
mhm,
all these other countries, bro, they don't pay for education.
yeah,
Everybody that we bring over here is from the Middle East, China, to
mhm,
help us out. So you eliminate those people.
mhm.
It seems like we get dumber because think about it. Like our kids ain't going to school to be chemists
Yeah,
and architects and stuff like that. Like
yeah.
you got to think like, and
Like
even from
Josh said,
Argent,
look at Josh. He said we would have been screwed without China. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
Like China is like China and like India and all them.
Hmm.
They produce some of the smartest people, bro.
Yeah, they do. Some of the
And
most, especially tech savvy people. Oh my God,
man,
I see
just
them
saying
all
you
the
want to
time
kick,
on
just saying you
visas.
want to kick those people out, like kicking people out. Like so, look,
Well, hold
and
on, hold on.
I'll
Before you say that, if they're here legally, because I deal with a lot of these people at work, right? A lot of foreigners, because they come over here, they work for Apple and all these tech companies, and
right,
they buy property here, right? And
right,
so they have the necessary paperwork. When you work for a company, even if you're on a work visa, you have the necessary paperwork where you're here legally. And those aren't the people being kicked out. It's the people who are over here illegally.
yeah. But you got to think though, some of those people that are over here illegally,
Mhm.
that are doing the jobs, like you gonna apply to go cut down some palm trees and climb up that
Absolute,
tree?
absolute
You're
not, man.
not. If it was
Absolute,
me, I'd cut that motherfucker down from the root. It would be
right.
the whole
I
tree
ain't
will be
getting up there
gone.
doing that. Right.
Yeah, there's people there's people on this earth that I feel that should be doing certain things.
Mhm.
Like not everybody's gonna cut down that tree. Not. I
Hey,
mean,
you
I
low
see
key racist.
who me. Hey man, I'm just not
Yo,
gonna do it, bro.
yeah,
I'm
no,
not
I
gonna
feel
do
you.
it. But the thing is like the people that come over here that are hungry and that'll do those jobs,
Mhm.
dog, they got pride, bro.
You're
They
right,
got
because
pride.
they have a different work ethic, right? Because they
Yeah,
got to get it out the mud. They're used to that, so they're gonna come over here and work. They're gonna grind, right? So it's
yeah,
twofold though. How do you make sure that that's the person coming over here and not the criminal, and not the person taking advantage of food stamps and taking advantage of
yeah,
Medicare and taking advantage of Section 8, all those things that they can get benefits from by once they
yeah.
are here. You know what I mean? You can't separate the two. So
Well,
either they all stay or they all go. And
well,
my thing is just do it legally. Do it
look, bro.
yes, it's hard to do sometimes, but do it legally.
And here's the thing, though, and I just gave you an example, right?
Mm.
You know they got drones that cut the cut the leaves down now, right?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they cut them all the way out, so they can go on back there
Well,
because
they can go back.
they can go
We
on
got
back because
drones to do it now.
hey, we got drones to do all that, baby.
Yeah.
But no, I understand. The
Mm,
people that are here illegally
mm.
and
Oh,
taking
but
our
check this out.
resources
Check this out.
should be
Let's say
gone.
you have an illegal, let's call him the leave cutter, right?
Yeah,
Legal tree, and he has a family over here now, right? That family now grows up. That kid is here. You know, initially they were illegal, but whatever, they figure out a way to become legal. Now that child is up for a job. There's one position left, and it's your daughter and his daughter, and they give that to that daughter because her dad was here illegally. That's more opportunities taken away from our people who are here legally.
Yeah, I can see that, but
You see,
but
not saying
the
she's gonna be
girl,
cutting trees. Not saying she's gonna be cutting down trees, but
yeah.
daddy cut down trees, so Elizabeth could go to to college, get a degree, and take a job.
Okay, I see that. I see that the illegalness, but the
Mhm.
child is actually legal because they're actually born here. Which,
Mhm.
goddamn, is this addition by subtraction? Like, what
Right.
are we doing here?
Right.
What are we doing here? Look, I just think that cultural values when it comes to education,
Mhm.
even though that other child gets it, that 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 other family that's not from here that's illegal,
Mhm.
they're gonna tell their kids to be all they possibly can be.
Mhm.
You need to do this because our family depends on it. When
Right.
we got our kids over here trying to fucking dance on TikTok all goddamn day,
Right.
fucking retards.
Right.
Seriously, like, I'm
Right.
sitting here thinking like all these other countries, they put education, they hold it to like a certain standard.
Yeah.
Like, look, I got a friend, my friend said, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So he got a flex because one of his kid is at NYU. He's playing basketball. He graduates this year.
Okay.
Then his daughter just got accepted to UConn.
Okay.
You don't see too many black folks like other than like in the South and like back east. But
Hmm.
the more you come west, you don't have too many parents that have that type of flex.
No, not with two kids going to D1 schools, top of the line
Man,
schools.
prestigious schools, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the
Absolutely.
thing is, like our kids just want to play Fortnite and Roblox and live in virtual reality land.
Yeah.
Like
That's why
literally,
in my house I got boys, man. I limit all that stuff, man. I let you not your time is not gonna be in playing video games all day. You're not gonna do that.
but kids don't want to go outside no more, bro.
Sometimes we kick them out. Let it be a nice day. Oh, you got to go outside. Go just
As
sit
soon
on the
as you
front porch.
as
We
soon as you
figure it
put
out.
them outside, they right at the door. They like,
Right.
won't you just let me
Now it
back
does
in,
depend on the
bro?
weather. It does get hot out here where I'm at.
But you
You let
trying
me
to
back
fry
in.
them niggas?
Yeah, like my son Jeremy, he loved playing outside. He riding his bike and stuff like that. He'll go sometimes play in the rocks in the front of my house and stuff. So yeah,
They don't know
I
what to
think we
do
have
out
to
there.
forcefully bring that back. We have to
Do
forcefully.
you have kids outside in your neighborhood?
Yeah,
You do. Okay,
my
that's something different.
it's different. It's different. We have houses with kids, and all the kids kind of go to the same school, so they know each other. So they be
Right.
outside, they all be hanging out, and I love that. I love that. It's something that we're missing, I think.
I'm gonna tell you right now. At 7 a.m., I was up,
Oh yeah,
ready to go.
ready to go out. I want to go outside and play. I was playing football in the
No,
street, all
no.
that.
Nowadays, my baby knocking on the door. Can you take me to Crumble Cookie? No, nigga. So you can come back and lay in the bed and be fat?
Right.
No, not doing it.
Yeah.
Like if she were to go outside and walk around the neighborhood,
Mhm.
I'm fine with that. You know what, baby? You've been outside, you've been doing your thing. Let me take you over here.
Right.
That's
Right.
more of an incentive to give to her
Mhm.
from me.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's been spring break. She ain't been outside in about 2 weeks.
Dang.
She's starting to turn into Dracula and them vampires, bro. Like she go
Yeah.
outside and see the sun and come right back in. Like, nah,
Yeah.
this ain't.
My 13-year-old, he been on punishment since Christmas, and but my wife still allows him to go outside on weekends because she like
Damn,
get him
what
out.
he do?
Is what he ain't doing. He ain't doing nothing. Like nothing.
So let me ask you something. What do you mean he ain't? As far as like schoolwork and
Schoolwork, stuff around the house. He just
what does
learned
he like to do?
video games.
Have you ever thought about getting him into a coding class?
Yeah, they don't have it at his school.
You
I
don't
think he
need
would
it at
like
your
that.
school in your neighborhood. They're like maybe going to the library. The thing is, you have to give these kids something what they like to do. You like video
Yeah,
games? Would you like to create a video game?
right. But here's the
And
thing.
they'll
Here's the thing, and not to blast him or nothing. Like, this is real, and it's something we're working on.
Mhm.
He needs the basics in education: how to write
Oh
a
yeah.
sentence, how to spell basic words. His spelling
Kids
is
don't kids don't write no more, bro.
no, I know, but I mean, even to like how can I explain it? Even to just type something and you don't know the word, he talks to text. If he don't have no cell phone, but if he talks to text.
It's what's here. Like you have
That
to
is what's here.
understand. Like my
But you got to know the basics.
yeah. And what's so crazy is so like my kid, she went to this mini town camp in Flagstaff, and it was more of a building, friendship building and stuff like that. But me as a parent, I had to write my daughter a letter, right? A regular letter.
Oh yeah, that
Like,
they read at the camp, right?
yeah. So she was like, she got back, she was like, Dad, I was crying all weekend for what you wrote. And I'm just like, you can read what I wrote? Because bruh, like I was like sitting there like, I gotta write this. And I mean, for me, we have kids now like cursive is non-existent.
Non-existent.
Unless you use handwriting cursive on the net.
Right. Other than that, that's how we wonder how these kids gonna sign their name when they get older.
Dog, they gonna need they gonna need cardboard to write book reports.
Right.
My daughter write an A on two lines. should be up and down like this. That structure of cursive and it's like extinct, bro. People don't write in cursive no more.
No, they don't.
My son don't even know how to do a signature. He was like, "Well, what do I put right here?" I was like, "Put a P in a line," and he was like, "All right."
You know what? E-sign is taking over everything.
Everything.
But now I'll tell you this though: when I bought my house, I had to sign by hand the final document.
It was a Bible. You know, I know.
Right. It was a Bible of documents.
So the thing is, they do have some portions of that signing that you can do online, but not all of it can be online. I mean, we know because we've been in mortgage. But just the things that you have to do, you have to scan that book in. That book has to be scanned in, and it's like, dang, who got scanners now? But our phones have scanners.
Our phones have scanners. Our phone can scan. We could take a picture of a document and it'll text out the words on my phone.
Facts. That's why I'm like, man, this world today, we're the only ones that have ever seen a VCR. I think the microwave was here way like when I was a kid, but the VCR, the CDs, cassettes to CDs, to the brick phones, to the candy bar phones, and to like what do we used to have? Like the Nokia, the Sidekicks. Remember the Sidekicks?
Sidekicks, yep.
The Sidekicks, all the way to us getting, I don't know.
Remember Nextels?
The chirp. Y'all was big on the chirps. Y'all was big on, and now my watch
does it.
Yeah.
That's why I say you one of the most valuable generations, because we have seen it all. We have the appreciation of the hard work from our parents, right? Because we was brought up where, like you said, cassette tapes and all that stuff like that, to now technology is on the move real quick, real fast. So like these kids, they only know fast technology. That's all they know. They don't know dial-up internet where you had to sit there and wait. You know what I mean? Don't pick up the phone, internet going off, right?
No.
They don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
All you hear is, Dad, the internet's not working.
Right.
Like, go unplug it and plug it back up.
How would they know how to get somewhere? We had to, man. I'll try to
look. I'm giving my kids my car, bro.
Yeah.
They make a schedule without me.
They don't need you for that.
Like you see my video. I come out the room, I'm dressed, I'm ready to go, and it's somebody right here. Hey, where you going? Like, who are you?
Right.
Like, where am I going? I'm like, well, I got to go to work. Well, I thought I was going to McDonald's and Crumble Cookie today, and plus my friends are going to be at the mall at 4. I'm like, all right.
How you making
I leave that alone. I go around another corner. Hey, can you take me to this practice? It's in North Scottsdale. No, no, I'm not. I'm not doing it. It's like the kids, they're so privileged. I'm thinking to myself, we had a box TV, and if that TV wasn't working, we had a TV on top of that TV.
Right. You put the TV on top of it.
Bruh, we don't like my baby got they both got 65-inch TVs.
Yeah. And my sons got, it's not that bad. I think it's like 45 or 50. And my daughter got 50.
I'm mounted the PlayStation 5s on the walls. I got lights dancing
LED lights and all that.
Man, they in there living a life. I must have went in my daughter's room. I'm like, open a damn window, bro. Like it's sweaty up in here, bro.
Just
Like you
musty.
get sweaty in here. But yeah, but these kids, it's like summer program. Do you remember? Yeah, did you ever go to a summer program?
I absolutely did. Absolutely did.
It's
They
the
don't even
best
have
times of
that
my
no more.
life.
They don't
Yeah,
have that no
oh,
more.
they got it. They
Oh,
got
they
it. You
do?
got to pay for it.
Oh yeah, and it's a grip. It's a
Man,
grip.
not only that, you got to pay for sports now.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I'm
I'm good.
coaching my son's football team. That's why I was late. I'm coaching I was at a
Oh,
coach's meeting. So coach
what age?
first and second grade.
Okay,
Flag football.
tackle or flag?
Flag.
Okay, you getting them ready.
Yeah, I'm getting him ready. He's
Getting them ready to
small.
get.
He's small. He real,
Yeah, he
so I
gonna
want to
get
get him
fucked
ready.
up.
Learn the game, and then when you get a little size, I'll put you in.
See, my daughter want to play football. The flag football for women.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
so is flag football for women? Is that up and going in LA, like in California?
So right now they have co-ed. It's co-ed.
See here, no, they have all girls leagues here, and now you actually can get a scholarship to like a D3 or D2 school
Them
for
girls.
women.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these girls got skills.
It's the one girl, I think she from Cali. She
I
was
don't know.
out there with all like during All-Star break and everything, or no, during the Super Bowl. She was out there playing flag with the men.
Yeah.
And they was like, you can't be in high school. And she was like, yes, I am.
Yeah,
So
I've been seeing them. Even some of these I've been seeing some 6th graders and 7th grade girls that just nasty, better, faster than the boys. Just nasty with it. So
now, I got a question for you. We got to switch pace because we've been all over the place, man.
Okay.
I know we kind of touched on this a little bit. Dog, and I know you're a married man, but from what you can see from the outside, and we talked about this a little bit, dog, what is the state of dating in 2025?
Everybody tells me that I know, my single friends, male and female, that dating is trash. Everyone tells me that dating is trash. And for me, because I never had a problem dating when I was dating, I don't understand it completely. I don't understand why it's so trash because I know some good men out there. I remember that episode I told you most of the females I know are 4s, either in looks or either in baggage. You know what I mean?
But how can you be a 4 and demand like certain things from a man?
And I think that's it. The social media has shifted the mind. Not saying that you should want less for yourself. I think everyone should want the best for yourself. But you have to prepare yourself for the best. Like you want a 6-figure, $200,000 a man, but can you really handle a man who has that lifestyle? Are you educated enough to have a conversation with him? If he's if he's an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, an engineer, an investment, he has investment properties. Is he going to be stimulated by you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And also I seen the reverse side of that. We talked about a high value woman as far as with her making money. So I know somebody that knows somebody.
Female.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know a female. She's doing well in life. She's doing really well in life. She lived in a condo on the top floor, bro.
Okay.
She's always speaking about, God and trying to put positivity into a man. But you can't put positivity into a man that ain't never had shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you want a man that, I mean, of course, there are men out there for her, but how can you say you got to be positive when that man has always dealt with negativity?
Yeah. Now, what type of men is she attracted to? Like just off of initial attraction?
See, that I don't know.
Because I think what a lot of these women, they don't want the successful man because they're going to say he's too corny, he's too square, he's too,
That's the man they're supposed to have.
Right, but then you mad at this nigga that make $45,000 a year, play video games all day, smoke weed, and stay with a bunch of roommates. Like you gotta find what you are attracted to. You know what I'm saying? What are you attracted to? And then be real with yourself. And with men too. Do you want the big booty, long nails, fresh weave, eyelashes?
Her booty probably stank.
Right.
She probably got booty in her fingernails.
If you want all that, you're not going to get the successful, educated, in most cases, I'm going to say. This is not Everybody. In most cases, you're not going to get the successful, educated, career, hardworking, able to take care of a house, take care of a kid type woman. You can't get
What
both.
what happened to just having a good time? What happened to like I like you and you like me? You know what I'm saying? Like that is gone.
It's gone.
They putting all these requirements on the man, what he's supposed to have, what he can't have. Oh, he's a red flag. But baby, basketball games, football games are still being finished, and there's flags on the play all the time.
All the
There's
time.
there's going to be a winner and a loser in that game.
Yeah.
It's either the refs pick that flag up and the game goes on. I understand. There's certain flags that there's certain flags that you just got to go.
Right. Exactly.
But if he doesn't take you to the right place to eat, that's a red flag.
Ridiculous.
Can you take yourself there?
Yourself there. Exactly. That's ridiculous.
I don't know, man. I think the value of a friendship,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, like if things go south, like you still have a friend.
Yeah.
And I think things are rushed so much that you even miss the opportunity to have a friend. So
Mm.
that's why when relationships start and they end bad because that's truly not your friend.
Yeah. And I think that's the key to any relationship. You have to build a friendship. If you don't build a friendship, it can go bad because sometimes you have to rely on that friendship to get you through those tough times in a relationship.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
Nah,
look,
it's hard,
I,
bro.
I got to get up at 4 a.m. I'm finna
Oh,
go to
look at
bed.
you. Look. All right, bro. I heard Mimi in there. I heard her throat and it's
Yeah.
called. She in there coughing.
Yeah. Yeah. She in there. We
Man,
all
y'all,
coughing. My son got us all kind of a little under the weather. So,
man, y'all take some medicine, man. Y'all get well.
oh, yeah.
The next time, I kind of like the freedom of talking
Mhm.
when it bounces around.
Yeah.
But
I got a
we
few
got to get
I got a few
we got to
people
get
that's coming on. Ask
okay.
some dudes that you know, man, and that's willing to be vulnerable, open, talking about stuff.
I want RJ to come on
Hit him
because
up. I'll
he's
invite him.
gone he's gone through a lot and he's a preacher's kid.
Yeah.
So that's the talk that you really, really want. Like
Yeah.
he's the only man, and there's like 3 or 4 girls in his family.
Dang.
So that might be something you never known about him. But RJ is up to 4 kids now.
Yeah, I know. I know he got 4 kids. I know.
So that I'm a holler at him.
Yeah,
We gonna
holla
we
at him,
gonna
man.
we
I
gonna
can
get him
inbox him.
on, man.
All right, for sure. Hey, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining us. Catch us next week. Hopefully, we got a special guest. We should have one. I'm making sure, confirming that. But yeah, catch us next week, Tuesdays, live here, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We love y'all. Have a good night. Peace.